What's going on, folks? We're going to do a really fast recipe today, and we're going to bake a hen, or not a hen, a chicken. Going to bake a chicken in the Big Boss. You guys have seen me use the Big Boss before. It is an airless fryer that kind of uses circulated air and a halogen bulb on the inside. It's supposed to be a little bit healthier for you. Now I have brined my chicken, and I'll tell you how I done brine, and we're going to keep this real simple. All right, this is the Big Boss right here, and it's got, if you haven't seen one of these units before, this is like a hot air fryer. It's got a bunch of, it's designed to fry foods, guys, but you can bake in there too. It's got French fry settings, fish settings, chicken settings, onion ring settings. You got a timer up here, you got a temperature gauge. If you look underneath it, there's a little light thing that I can probably show you underneath there, but that's where it circulates the heat all around inside of this bowl here. Now I've got my chicken over here, and this is about a 5-pound chicken, and I've got it in a brine. The brine is made up of about 3 tablespoons of Himalayan salt, one 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of mustard powder, 1 teaspoon of white pepper. Then we've got some Italian, about a teaspoon of Italian spices in there as well too. Then we got about a fourth of a cup of vinegar and a fourth of a cup of eighth to a fourth of a cup of lemon juice, and that's been in there for about 12 hours because I put it in there this morning right before I went to work, and that was about 12 hours ago. All right, one thing that I will do is I will spray the racks before I use them, just so it makes it kind of non-stick. And we've taken our bird off and kind of drained the marinade off of it. And we're going to actually spray the bird as well. Now, the one thing I don't like about the Big Boss is you've got to actually flip the bird in after you've cooked it for a while. And there's got to be a way you can cook inside that thing without flipping it. But that's what the instructions kind of tell you to do. So what we'll do is we'll put the breast side down, and then we will cook it for about 30 minutes, and then we'll flip it over and cook it for another 30 minutes. And I'm going to put a timer in there just to make sure that it's done. All right, let's put the bird in there. And put breast side down first. We're going to spray it here, and again, you can use whatever type of cooking spray you want to. I'm using some butter cooking spray. And I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit more salt on it. Well, no, not, because, you know, we marinated this thing in salt. I was getting ready to salt it up here. Put the dish towel out of the way. And we're going to put the lid on. We're going to set our temperature for about 375, 380 degrees, y'all, for about 30 minutes or so. And you will see the light come on here. Now this is, if this lid right here, this little latch is not all the way down, light won't come on, so watch. There you go. We're going to give that about 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and check on it. Alrighty, the first 30 minutes has gone by, and here comes the part I don't like. You got to flip this doggone bird. See how it browned, guys? It did real good browning. So we're going to take this here, and I have, you know what? I'm going to do it this way here. And there's no easy way to do this. There is really no easy way. And it's a pain in the butt to do it this way. There we go. All right, let's get it in the center. Put that in the center, okay? These things come in handy right here, guys. So we're gonna put the lid back on it. We're gonna spray it. Remember to spray it. And I'm going to put a temperature probe in it now. Just so that we can kind of keep an eye on the temperature. We want to go into the deep part of the thigh. So we want to go about right in here without touching the bone. Turn this on. And right now it's at about 104 degrees. Set that down in there. No, it's at 144. Nice. Let's turn it back on here for another 30 minutes. So we're going to give that 30 minutes. And it may not need 30 minutes, guys, you know, because I think the last time I cooked one in here, it took a lot shorter period of time than the typical one cooked in the oven. So you want a core temperature of about 165. All right, we're going to take it out, y'all. Well, we're going to take a look at it. Temperature's right. I've checked it on several sides, and temperature is about it's about 170, 180 in certain places, but it's nice and brown. It's got a nice little brown tinge to it. So we'll let that rest for a little while, and then we'll cut it up and see what it tastes like. All right, guys, so I've cut it open, and some of the thighs, I don't like that pink part right there, and I don't like the pink part there at the joints, and so I'm going to throw it back in there just for a little while. See that pink? The flavor, I've tasted the meat. The meat is really flavorful. It tastes real good, but I didn't like, even though the thermometer said that it was some of it was at 180 degrees. That just does not look done to me. So we're going to put it back in there just for a little while, just to kind of brown it up a little bit more. But it's basically done. But again, once you cut into it, there's nothing easier than putting it back in for a while. And this thing is easy cleanup. And again, all we're doing is just putting those inner parts in there, maybe for about 10 minutes at about 400 degrees, and that should do it. We don't want to burn it, but the skin, man, the skin is crispy and delicious. Like I said, I've tasted it. It's really good. That marinade or that brine did a good job. All right, let's take a look at it now. Yeah, that looks a whole lot better, y'all. Like I said, you hate to have to do, whoops, sorry about that. You hate to have to do something like that, but you don't want to eat no raw chicken either. So again, what saved this chicken is I brined it. So, you know, if you brine a chicken or a turkey, the meat's still going to come out tender, even if you overcook it. And I don't think this is overcooked, but I think the next time I will go a little bit longer on the actual cooking time. So maybe go I went about an hour, about 70 minutes on it total. So I think instead of doing 30 minutes each time, we'll do 35 minutes, and it should come out better. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you on the next time. Peace.